If a man pays your bills, what exactly do you think you should be doing for him? Nothing. Showing up.
Do modern women today look at women create TikToks like this and think to themselves that men want to be near women like this? This is why some men compare women to children. Children should have no expectations of bringing anything to a table, not an adult grown woman.
From my personal experience, a man that is confident in his masculine energy, that's a protector and provider, he doesn't ask me what I bring to the table, bitch. He's not worried about what I bring to the table. He's the table. He brings the table. He puts shit on the table and pulls out my seat in the motherfucking meantime. When a woman feels protected, provided for, etc., you're going to see her in her most feminine energy. Why? Because the man has created this space to allow her to feel safe enough to be that.
Listening to women like this is going to create more lazy modern women. So she admits that she brings nothing. She just shows up. But yet she expects that man to do everything so she can rest within her feminine. The benefit is only one way. So many modern men today are simply asking the question, what is the benefit to me? But truth be told, this is one of the many reasons why so many modern women today sit in situationship after situationship, because we don't need to ask y'all what y'all bring to the table. We've been watching your actions, but we're willing to put up with your lazy bullshit into the foreseeable future without putting boundaries or reins or titles on this particular situation because it's good enough, or we're just satisfied with the yams, yet we will never choose to wife you.
So if your woman isn't fucking feeding you, giving you that love, warm, feminine, tender attention that you guys so massively fucking crave, it's likely because you, as a man, have fallen short. Whether that's because you didn't provide, protect, or because you were fucking with other bitches.
Essentially, she's explaining conditional femininity, but she is another poster child for modern women's entitlement. In reality, human relationships are sort of like business relationships. Imagine you are trying to get into partnership with someone else, or you're trying to hire an employee, and you go into the interview, and then the employee or the prospective partner says, I don't bring shit to the table. I just show up. It is incumbent on you to provide all of these things for me so then I can do the things that are in this job description or in this partnership description. It's complete bullshit.
I really hate it when men are like, if I'm paying all the bills, then you should at least be cooking and cleaning the house. I should come home to a meal.
Miss Ma'am, if your man is paying all the bills, he absolutely should be coming home to a homemade, warm meal waiting for him on the table when he is ready to eat. And not only that, his house should be spotless. And you should be very appreciative of it, waiting for him at the door, looking your best, ready to give him that Gawk Gawk 3000 throat goat.
Oh!
But carry on.
Just real quick. Notice the mannerisms, notice the femininity, and the difference between both of these women, or even the woman that I just went over in the first video as well. Notice the difference. It is a clear difference. Her image, her likeness, the way that she speaks, her softness will do her much better, fare much better than the other images, the other softness or hardness, the other words that they are using, right? But they'll call her a pick-me. She'll get picked.
If I wasn't here, you would still be paying the bills. The things that you do that you consider is for our marriage, you would be doing if you were single.
Ma'am, it's a standard math equation. What's 1 plus 1? 2. 2. It costs more. There's one extra person, one extra mouth to feed. There's a cost associated with that.
Okay.
Yes, you're correct. As an adult, we have to pay bills.
Please save us.
But if you have a man that is paying bills and you are now included in that man's life, those bills multiply. So I don't really understand where you're coming from when you're saying, that he would have
Thank
to
you.
pay bills regardless if you're there or not. You are an added expense.
Yes.
And again, he is paying all the bills. Where is your appreciation for that?
Thank you.
But again, carry on.
When you get benefits from your job, I don't really get those benefits. You do. If
That is completely
That's not true.
incorrect.
Well,
if you are
you're single.
actually
If you're married, you get the benefits.
a wife of
Yes.
a man that is receiving benefits, you are privy to those benefits. You are privy to his insurance, you're privy to his 401k, you're privy to all of those things.
Yes.
So I, again, don't understand where you're coming from. But he is paying all of the bills. Do you see what I'm saying? He literally is paying all of the bills. He's providing you with benefits. Carry on.
your check don't come to me, so therefore I don't give a damn about how much you work.
Now, while his hard-working check may not come in your name, as it should not, you are still benefiting from his money. He is providing a roof over your head. He is providing food on your table. He is providing you and him a lifestyle
Right.
that you would not have if he was not paying all of your bills.
Exactly.
So I don't understand your quarrel. But go ahead.
Because you was working before and you're going to be working after you met me. I don't care how much you work. A hard-working man is nothing for me. Because you're going to work hard with or without me.
So let me get this straight. You said a hardworking man is nothing for you. A hardworking man that pays all the bills is nothing for you. So what type of man is for you? What type of man are you looking
like her.
for? Because I'm kind of confused. Go ahead.
What are you doing for me? Nothing. That's why I don't do nothing for y'all.
So you basically
I am allergic to her. This is, oh, I like her though. Come on, let's keep going.
said, even though he's a hardworking man and pays all the bills, you still don't do anything for them. What are you bringing to the table? It can't just be your looks and your vagina, because everybody has one of those. What are you bringing to the table? And what actually do you think that you are deserving of?
A headache
As a
she
mother of 2 sons, I dare a woman like you to try to walk into their lives. It's not happening. In fact, I have a feeling that you are going to be single for the rest of your life. Good luck.
She would mess those children up. But listen, this is what 8 generations of 304 logic does. So they come on the internet and spew literally monuments of nothingness to get copium through their other Super Saiyan bonnet adorners and then return to their miserable lairs. That's gotta be truly a low and sad life. But shout out to the young mama right here that really came through and addressed the mental illness.
Imagine me. I'm a bad bitch. I got my f***ing life together. I have a house. Well, not a house, a condo. I bought it myself. I have a dog. I raised her. I pay for her food. I pay for her vet bills. I have a car. I pay for my car insurance. I pay for everything. I pay for my clothes. I pay for gas. I go to work. I have a wonderful job that I honestly, truly love.
Ma'am, that's called being an adult. That's called being a bad bee? What? Yo, Saweetie, the City Girls, and Megan Thee Stallion got y'all all really twisted up. Y'all are confused as all hell. I'm a bad bitch. Shut up. You're an adult. That's all adult shit. I have a dog. I have a job. I have a home. Shut up. Jesus.
I go to the gym. I work on myself. I work on myself mentally. And you're telling me
Clearly you don't.
that at the age of 24, I'm crying over a man. When I have everything I need in my life. I have everything I've ever dreamed for. And I'm here crying over a man.
That's because it's important to have relationships in your life, mama. Being a bad, they really have y'all. The modern women today is so confused. This is your epiphany right here. Oh, I need relationships. None of that material shit that you have nothing to do with the relationships within your life. And it will hit you like a ton of bricks.
Why? Why am I like this? Why the am I like this? I literally have everything in the world. I literally have my own place. at 23, I bought my place. And I thought that was going to be peak. And it was. It is. But I'm sitting here crying over a man. It's fucking ridiculous. Don't date in Toronto.
And what's actually funny or sad, depending upon how far down her psychopathy goes, is what we are watching is the unveiling of all of modern day feminist lies that were purported to you. Have all of these things, build your career, buy all of these material goods, and you'll be happy. No, that's a component of the equation. But life is about relationships. And the most satisfying relationship that you will develop will be with the man that you will meet. And then hopefully with the family that you guys create. But ma'am, the reality is that you are yet another poster child for the modern woman today that bought into the bravado of the independent woman pushed by feminism. Your favorite entertainers have appropriated these concepts of empowerment or independence or being a bad bee. But being a bad bee has nothing to do with keeping and or attracting a man of quality. Welcome to the harsh realities of feminism.
Your kids grew up with you?
My kids are in my house every day. I'm taking them to practice.
That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful.
But you know what? I totally get what Corey
play
was
the
saying.
violin and come up here.
I was in the barber shop talking to some homies, and the first thing they said was, "Man, you had both of your parents growing up." And that, like, we laugh,
right?
But a lot of dudes didn't grow up with both parents in the home, so
that's rare.
Yeah,
that's rare. I'm from Chicago, man. It's a whole bunch of single moms who got opinions and they lonely. That's really what the world is about. All you women who have something to say, you saying it to people who not with you.
But listen, okay, but they're single mom because the guy's not with them. So is there any accountability to the
they're
man
single mom
that left
because
that
their
family?
opinion is more important than being with the person that they had kids with.
What do you mean by that?
Just think about how many women grow up raising, the kids grow up just with their mom.
You know, I really don't think you can blame the single parenthood epidemic on one particular gender all of the time. However, many modern women today are given way more incentivization to break up a home. If married, spousal support, child support, and taking half of your man's shit sounds like a pretty good deal to me. And whether or not they were married or not married, there seems to be little to no social consequences inflicted upon single mothers. There used to be a time in our history where you were shamed for having children out of wedlock, but now it seems that the idea of the single mother is aggrandized within our culture, or doing it alone should be celebrated. And that's how you get single mothers that celebrate themselves on Father's Day. But let's proceed.
Like if you really think about the statistics with that, something is really wrong. And when you think about what's wrong, why isn't the man in the house? The government is part of it because they give the women tools against the man, but don't give the man tools against the women.
Yes,
so it's like we're being assisted by the government to split the families.
Well, here's the deal, though.
That's COINTELPRO right there.
I agree with that. Only thing that I don't agree with is you're giving a lot of the accountability to the woman of the family. It takes the man to be a part of the family, too. So if he's helping her create the child and he doesn't stick around to raise the child, that's his fault. It's not her fault.
No, if you're a woman and you want to keep the man that you had a baby with, you have to bow down.
You have to bow down.
You are not in charge here.
What are you talking about, Corey?
You have to bow
You're trying to make me
down.
upset. What is She's trying to make me upset. I'm not going to.
Do you have kids?
I don't have any kids.
Obviously, you ain't got no kids. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're not going to bow down.
No, I'm not. But I would have enough money to raise my child with or without the guy.
Right. So money, you'll have kids raised with money.
Okay.
If women refuse to bow down, and that's Corey's words, I probably wouldn't use those words. I'd probably more say, get on a man's program. Then she shouldn't be opening up her legs, raw daddy, to that man. But at the same time, men should not be shooting up the clubs of women that they know ain't shit and know that they don't ever want to be with them. To me, both parties need to be held accountable. However, men control access to relationships and women control access to sex. At the same time, women have access to 30 forms of birth control and in fact suffer much more of the consequences of being a single parent. So logically, it should be more incumbent on the woman to control who she opens her legs for.
But the guy, I will say this though, the guy loses out though. You're making it seem like the woman.
No, the guy can always make kids. I start over tomorrow with a
Oh my God.
Let me ask this, because Kendra did ask you, does the guy have any accountability in that situation?
He held him to it.
I'll put it like this. I'm not going to be with a woman I don't respect. And most of the women I sleep with are not respecting me.
Corey.
Corey Holcomb is all
saying I get him because I got money.
That means you don't respect
I got money.
We have one more break.
Shout out to Corey Holcomb. But he was asked the accountability question and he just comedianed his way out of it. You could tell he's a really smart brother. But listen, the answer is yes. Men do need to hold accountability, but understand that at the point of conception, you lose all rights. So me knowing that, I know it's my duty to vet women before I decide to hit. And I know for damn sure I shouldn't stick my eggplant inside of irresponsible and crazy. She makes the decision to have the kid. She can make the decision to give the child up for adoption. She can make the decision to put your ass on child support while you have no decision to financially remove yourself from that picture. So she has no obligation to bow down like Corey was just saying. So it sounds all good to what Corey is saying, but in reality, it's all but a pipe dream. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. If you guys appreciated today's compilation, leave me some comments down below. Make sure you timestamp so I know which component of the video that you are speaking about. Last but not least, shout out to all my Patreon supporters. I would not be here today without your support. Guys, if you're interested in ensuring that this train continues to roll and barrel roll forward, whatever type of roll that you think that this channel is doing, click the link down below, beam up, come show your support, and then join the Discord. I'll hopefully see you guys soon. Until next time, YouTube, peace!
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, and share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.